School Success and School Dropout in Portuguese Polytechnic Higher Education Case Study. Introduction. This study is based on students attending a polytechnic higher education. It was concluded that, regardless of their social and ethnic origin, their behavior at certain times intersect with age, choice, motivation, success, and failure, among others. For this study, we select some specific courses for the School of Technology and Management of the Polytechnic Institute of Beja, namely, first, the course the Web Technology and Mobile Device, the course Network and Information Systems, Computer Engineering, Bachelor Degree. These three courses were chosen based on their common point, digital skills. 2. Legal Service Face-to-Face, Legal Service e-Learning. These courses are in the area of law and due to difference in teaching methodology. Survey objectives. This survey intends to verify if the school's success failure depends on age and or shows of scientific hierarchy. To what extent are the students' characteristics combined with the course ones linked to fail hashing success? How to act? What initiatives can we take to tackle failure and exchange success? Survey methodology. This survey involves a multiple methodology involving fundamentally documentary analysis, analysis of static indicators, institutional database. The methodology plan comprehends quantitative and qualitative approach as well as inductive and deductive procedures, which imply carrying out a structural and institutional analysis. The structural analysis was carried out by collecting quantitative indicators which were given by the Polytechnic Institute of Beja, based on information provided of the office and academic service, combined with that from office sources, such as the General Directorate of Education (HITER). Age of the students. To ascertain if majority has any influence on the success, we select the variable age of the students. Thus, in the period under analyzed, the majority of the students in the networks and information systems and web mobile technology course are between 20 and 23 years old. Concerning the first cycle course, we analyze both the age of the students of the computer engineering and legal service face-to-face course. Moreover, we found out that 43 of the students are between 20 and 23 years old. Students under 20 and over 28 have the same contribution, 7%. While students aged between 24 to 27 years old represent 12 of the whole students. Concerning the other modality of the course Legal Service e-Learning, we can see that the majority of the students is over 28 years old, 85% of the students aged between it. Success fail rate. Academic success is defined by the ratio between the number of students approved and the number of students enrolled. However, a significant percentage of students did not perform any of the evaluation's components. This table represents the difference between the success rate and the failure rate. We can clearly note that the failure rate of the legal service course in learning is higher than the legal service course face-to-face. Regarding the CTESP course, the Web Technology and Mobile Device course is 15 to 70%, while the Network and Informatic Systems course is 78.57%. The failure rate in the Computer Engineering course is 18%. In this study, this is the higher failure rate recorded. Dropout rate. Academic success is defined by the ratio between the number of students applied and the number of students enrolled. However, a significant percentage of the students did not perform any of the evaluation components. This table represents the difference between the success rate and the failure rate. We can clearly note that the failure rate of the legal service course e-learning is higher than the legal service course face-to-face. But regarding the course the web technology and mobile device is the 52.7%, while the network and information systems course is the 7.57%. The failure rate in the computer engineering course is 18%. In this study, this is the higher failure rate record. Failure rate, drop rate. When correlation the data regarding the school failure rate with the school drop rate, we observe that they are not directly related. It should be pointed out that this study is not prepared to justify this difference. In other words, there are variables that have not been taken into account. Choose employment, family situation, economic factors, inability for the course, among others, that can justify this no correlation. We consider these values considerable, so a more detailed study is needed. Messenger to combat school failure. Concerning the computer network and system and the web technology and mobile device course, the course coordinators indicate the following the Messenger introduction to the BBL methodology, which allows greater performance from students. However, there has not yet been enough time to evaluate this new method, as we're still only on the second year since this method has been put to practice. Regarding legal service course face-to-face, the course technical scientific committee, alongside with professors and professionals in the field, create the solicitous professional profile. Diagnosticate their professional activity, as well as a reference to the knowledge, skills, and competence that students must acquire, and the subsequent correspondence between the curricular unities and the learning results. In addition, the course coordinator introduced the following messages: seminaries in the curricular unities, broadcast online, study visits to notaries, study visits to courts. Here they can attend trials. It should be underlined that, in addition to the measures mentioned, there was an obligation to be tested by an oral assessment. Since the scientific hierarchy requires that knowledge is also evaluated in oral expression. Concomitantly, regarding scientific and pedagogical autonomy, the academic staff was called to attention that the teaching methodology here not be limited to the expository methods, but they were to be complete with presentation and discussion of case of study in the classroom. With a participated analysis in legal proceedings through a guide debate with students and simulation of activities. Regarding the computer engineering course, the Technical, Scientific and Pedagogical Course Commission presents some measures to cope with failure, namely offering the chance to be the most successful discipline in both semesters, how to be implementation to TP and PL class, in order to allow the application of activity learning methods, to the determinant of expository methods so as to be enable students to improve their learning. The implementation of optional subjects in programming 0 and mathematics. It should be mentioned that during the academic year of 2018 and 2019, however, he cannot obtain precise results, as only 1 year has passed since it's implemented. Conclusions. Recall that age is not necessarily a factor that promotes failure, since, of the course study, the age group with largest significance is identical in all of them, with the exception of the legal service course in learning, which 18.56% of students are over 28 years old. However, this is not the case with the ICEUTE failure rate. As a matter of fact, it is the computer engineering one. Regarding school success, we found out that the most successful course is the legal service course face-to-face, with a percentage value of 66.7%. If we compare it with the same course but in the e-learning model, we observe that the traditional model of classroom teaching has better results. When comparing the legal service course face-to-face with the computer engineering course, you can see that the legal service course has a high success rate. Actually, the difference between the success rate is quite significant, 46.7%. In order to reduce such difference, we should be implementing new methods such as the logical of problematics, as well as foresting critical things, different ways of assessment regarding the engineering field to reduce the amount of expository class. Regarding school drop, the data present different between 14.48% and 26.32%. However, we have no data allowing us to develop a theory about school dropout. According to the analysis data, what we know is that the failure rate is not directly related to the dropout rate. Therefore, it would be interesting to debate whether school dropout is related to the inadequacy of the course, economic reasons, exercise of a professional activity, incompatible with school hours. The next survey. All things considered, these questions need answered. Therefore, maybe more survey and studies with the range must be made. The next study consists of investigation in bringing success, failure, school dropout, and higher education for debate, with the goal of developing methods and process to tackle failure and dropout. Thank you.